How are we all doing? Happy Friday! Hey everyone! We're just getting all logged in, pressing the buttons, tweaking the things. So we got a new thing this week, a new toy to try and connect a different camera. And poor Craig spent all last night fiddling with it. And probably the last like 2 hours working on it. And it's just completely crashed. We've had to revert back to the one we had last week. Aww. But as long as you guys can hear me and see me, then we will continue our fiddling throughout the week so that we can continually try and improve all the video and stuff. I just want to ask if the audio is okay, guys. Are we all happy with the audio? We all good? Maria says, I can hear you, I can see you. Technically that's Craig. Give everyone a wave, Craigie. Hey! So as normal, I've just put down a couple of cards here so that we can get the color balance just right. The one on the right I made during a live stream using some alcohol inks. The one in the middle I made last week using some Ken Oliver color bursts. And this one on the left was actually made by one of the girls in the design team. That was made by Callie. And Craig just cut over to camera 2, which is a card that I put together today. It says, our friendship is worth more than silver and gold. I think I need to...
Guinness.
Not Guinness, our friendship is not worth more than Guinness. Let me stick that little bit down there. Oh, it doesn't want to stick. What? Let's see. There we go. Are we good? We're good. Hi, Brina. Hi, Gabby. We've got Sammy here as well. Samni. Hello from Ohio. Ohio. Stacy's here. Hey, Stacy. And oh, it says Sammy. Sorry, I said Sammy a second ago. Sammy says, I'm planning to work on my alcohol inks this weekend. Ooh, cool. I'm excited for you. And Suze is here as well. Hey, everyone. We're just fiddling a little bit. We've had a thing pop up on the screen. YouTube is complaining. We may, I don't know, we may have to restart or something. I don't know. Okay. Why have you given me the headphones?
I didn't put that away.
Oh, you're putting away. Okay. Okay. I know that I have a card in mind for tonight because I pulled out this. Let me grab it. Pulled out this. I was looking for a card in my stash today. For a wedding. One of my friends says, do you have a wedding card I need? I need a wedding card. And I came across this piece of paper that I had in my stash, and it was from a live stream a couple of months ago. And I used it with the Unbearable Without You to make an On the Aida shaker card. But I thought that it would be fun to use the new die that we have from Heffy Doodle that says honey. And I'll maybe put the little bear here with the honey. So I'm going to start off with that today. And I don't really know where the day is going, where the evening is going to take us. But that's okay. We shall just make it up as we go along as normal. You're going to use the Unbearable Without You stamps then. From Heffy Doodle. I'll just grab some, oh, here we go. Cardstock. Maria says, I remember you making this. It seems ages ago, doesn't it? Okay. So I think I'll have this guy. And I'll have my little honey pot as well. Or I might have this guy. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use yet, so I'll stamp them both and then I can have the option afterwards. Great job by Kelly, says Maria. Kelly, was this Kelly? I thought it was Cassie. I'm not sure. Maybe I have to ask them. It's awesome. I love it. A lot of YouTubers have been expressing that they were most impressed with you, your booth, and the products that... Really? That's exciting. Yay! That makes me very happy. Who was it? I want to know. I want to know. Oh, gee shucks. I'm very excited to hear that. Elaine is here. Hi, everyone. Elaine from Kilmarnock. Hey. Up in Bonnie, Scotland. Are we good, Craig? Oh, you look so sad. Okay. Poor Craig. I'm sorry it didn't work, honey. We'll fix it the next time. No, not next week. I should probably tell everybody that I'm not going to be here next week. I'm going to be visiting Familia in Ireland. So yeah, sorry. You never know, I might take my camera, but probably will be socializing with the old family. We have had the most intense week, you guys. It's been, I think if you were here last week, you might have noticed that or might have remembered, that's the word. This is my life recently. There's just so much going on that my brain just can't cope. So last week I was feeling pretty miserable and ill. Do you remember? And then over the weekend, the whole family got ill. We actually thought that we had food poisoning because all of us got it. And then whenever we were still having issues on like Monday, we figured this must be a bug. It can't be food poisoning. Surely can't be if it's lasting this long. It's been tough. 3 people in our household with norovirus, 2 bathrooms. Yeah. But Piper's back at school now. Yay! I actually felt better midweek, but there's only so much you can do when you've got a kid in the house. So I tried to just, I don't know, spend time with her and focus on her getting better, and also try and do some housework because, man, our house is a mess. I always said, yeah, you can come and craft me anytime. Nobody drop in on us at the moment because our house is just an absolute mess. Let's blend this little guy out. Why is Craig sad? Craig's sad because he got this thing, and I'm sorry, there's no technical terms in my vocabulary. He got this device thing that he researched, and it was to use instead of the web camera, to use like a video camera. And it was, because this web camera, I don't know if you've noticed, it doesn't pick up like teal colors very well. So it's like if you wanted to pick up the teal colors, then you lose a lot of, like, it blows out the white. But then if you don't want it to blow out the white, then all the teal colors just look like this kind of blue. So he has been working and researching and whatever, and then we got the device yesterday, and he has been fiddling and tweaking, and last night he was out here till like midnight, and he was so happy, so happy. And then today he's come out to get the rest of it all kind of sorted. And apparently like the computer crashed, the USB 3 thing stopped working. It was just one of those the computers are conspiring against us situations. And he spent so long, and he was so happy yesterday trying to make my videos better for you guys. Per kid. But we shall keep trying, keep going. Oh no. Stacy says one of the person was Korean Whiskman. I'm not familiar with that person, am I? Am I? Is it Corinne? Corinne Wiseman? I'm making up words now. Ooh, I shall have to check them out. All those peeps. I did get a very sweet email from Jennifer McGuire. Unfortunately, she didn't then make it to the booth. One of the girls, two of the girls, I think, they were walking the show, and they saw her. They got a photo with Jennifer, and they had their Heffy Doodle aprons on. Did you see those, by the way? I should wear mine. I should wear mine when I'm crafting. It's still inside, somewhere amidst a pile of, well, not laundry, but clean clothes. Yeah, so she didn't get to come to the booth, but she emailed me. She was very sweet and said that, I'm really sorry I didn't get to come to the booth. I thought it was really lovely. Must be tough to get around everything and see everybody. Okay, how's this little guy looking? Not too bad. Blendy, blendy. Let's give him some flat colour on his snout. Tech problems always happen when you most want and need the tech. That's true. Oops. Well, we have 2 webcams, but like I say, the color bugs him. Like this is good, but then if I bring over something teal, let me show you, like the new ink pad from Catherine Pooler is a good example, because I promise you it's a teal color, but it looks bluer here. So it's not as, you guys can't see how pretty it is. It's so pretty. But anyway. Lesley says, Jill, do your markers have number on the end? If so, how did you do that? Yes, they do have markers on the end. Oh, sorry. Put it down here where the focus is focusing. Oh, here, I can bring it over here. I always forget. Craig shouts at me. He doesn't really shout at me. They do have numbers on the end. It was a swatch that a crafty friend did for me. She printed them, printed the little circles onto normal cardstock, and then she ran it through her silhouette, I want to say. I don't think it was a scan and cut, although that would work too, I'm sure. And so I went through the silhouette and she sent them to me. So I have them in here somewhere. So I don't have all the Copics. As you can see, there's a lot of E's that I am missing. So they just are little circular pieces of cardstock, like this. E04. And I took a glue dot and I painstakingly stuck it on the end of my cap with the glue dot. And then I took off the marker and collared over the top. And that was that. And I've just realized I could totally like use this as guidance on what numbers I don't have. I've only just realized that. That would be fun. Take that to the craft shop and just buy all the things. Hi, Irish and Craft. Did you hear my little bing? I better turn my phone down low. Okay, let's get this honey pot on the go. What color is a honey pot normally? Is it normally a particular color? I want to say it's like a brown color, but that's boring, man. Honey, honey, do, 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 do. So Piper was really, really excited about getting back to school today. Oh, hold on. Videos, yes. Lisa says, hi everyone, happy new year. I know, right? This year's gone so fast. Just quickly pop in and say thank you for my stamps and dies. I haven't managed to use them yet as I'm working the night shift for 3 weeks. And I love them all. Yay! I am glad that you do. Yeah, this is like where I'm really glad of my Friday night session, because otherwise I just would not have time. It would be really hard for me to make time for crafting otherwise. I didn't say hello to Tally. Hey girl, what Copic combo are you using for the bear, says Tally. Well, I don't know. I just picked out things. Let me have a look. I did a E37, I think, E35 and E33. And then I used an E21 to blend out as well. I might have used the 31 as well. I don't know. I kind of just went for it. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. So E37, 35, 33, 31 and 21. And then an R20 for his little cheeky cheeks. I'm going to see if I can find a thin pen. I want the droopy drop. I want the droopy drop here to pop a little bit more. Let me get my pen. You know the way I like rearranged my whole room, and now I have no idea where everything is. There we go. Perfect. Yes, Corin Wiseman. Sorry, my brain's not working. That's okay. My brain sometimes refuses to work as well. Let's get these little guys. Oh man. Yep, so it's been a busy week in regards to just trying to survive, if you know what I mean. We have, I'm still technically playing catch up from Creativation as well. It's been a bit mental, but we're getting there. Piper was really excited about getting back to school today because they had a disco. And I think the other reason that she was excited was because well, today is the last day of term, and they have the school disco, like I said, but Valentine's Day is next week. I'm sure you guys are aware and have big plans. And so, not yesterday. Was it yesterday? Might have been yesterday. When Piper was feeling better, and but still on the exclusion period for school, then we actually recorded a video. She wanted to do a live video actually. And the last time we did a live video, she did so well. And I was saying, I don't think you can do a live video whenever you're like off sick from school. Like if anybody saw that, like, she's not sick at all. So yeah, so we recorded it. I'll have to edit it at some point. Oops. But it was a Valentine's card, you see. Interactive card. It was a slider, one that you pull. So there was definitely big excitement happening. And today we when we dropped her off at school, she said to the teacher, like, where can I put this? And the teacher said, well, who's it for? So, it's for, she said the wee boy's name. And then the teacher like, we go and give it to him. And then Piper just got all shy and said, can I maybe put it in his tray and like the going home tray, where they put all the stuff in the tray and then they gather it all up at the end of the day to put in their book bag to go home. So I think she was all excited about that. Snowy Spludges says, I like Corin Wiskman's style. She's on the design team for your next STEM. Ooh. Do I need to get her to guest design on the Heffy Doodle blog, maybe? Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm dropping things everywhere. I've definitely heard of her before. I probably met her at Creativation, but there's so much going on. And I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. Like I can't place her in my mind. But Creativation was a lot of fun. I loved it a lot. Come on then, you get in there. Lovely jubbly. I'm liking the depth of colour. Oh, thanks. Great to see you back, Lesley. Loving the ribbon. Oh, yes. So, Lorraine, my microphone keeps falling down. Lorraine bought some ribbons of me. I had literally a wall of ribbon, so much ribbon. Lorraine, how much ribbon was there? It was like nuts how much ribbon there was. I'm not surprised if you're just made of ribbon all the things, because there was a lot of ribbon. As I said, it was a wall of ribbon, and that is not actually an underestimation at all. And yeah, we decided the wall had to go. It was just too much happening. I was looking for some light blue foam to die cut my sentiment, you know, like one that matches the little pot, but I can't see one that's the right color, so I shall just have to revert to some blue cardstock, I reckon. Let me take this over to my cardstock here. Thanks, Lesley, for showing your marker tops. I only have about 15 and I need to add labels. I'll do it by hand. They're driving me nuts without having numbers on the end. So my friend Snow did say that if you take, you know, like a normal hole punch for punching the holes in paper for a ring binder, that will work as well. Or if you have a crocodile, the large size will work really well as well. When it cuts it, it kind of curls it a little, but you can smoosh it down and that will work perfectly fine. You'd have to write it on there with quite a skinny pen. And you might want to colour it before you write on it, because if the colour that you write with is not Copic friendly, as it were, then it'll bleed. Nobody likes a bleedy pen. Bleedy, bleedy. Okay, I've got my bears. Got this, got my honey background. Let me grab my honey die cut. So Lorraine, I know you messaged me. I'm fairly certain you messaged me during the week, and unfortunately I haven't been able to respond because of the issues with health in our house. And I had a lot of messages. You guys are all amazing. So many lovely people who looking out for me. I feel very loved. And I in turn feel very guilty whenever I can't respond to them all. I'm going to die cut this 4 times with this sort of light blue cardstock. I promise it is light blue. It kind of looks weird on the old camera. Now that I've told you that the camera bugs us, you guys will probably get really annoyed about it. Sorry. That die cutting machine is so cute. It is cute. And you know, I think I was a bit hard on it whenever I first got it. And now I just think it's amazing. I just think it's the bee's knees. My son had a disco dance last night at his school with lasers and disco lights, says Stacey. Yes, Piper had well, I'm fairly certain there was fancy lights and things. Nor it was run by the PTA, which I joined last year, and normally I would have loved to have been at and helped out at that event. But all the organisation for it and the discussion that was happening surrounding it, that was all taking place whenever I was at Creativation, and I just had to pretty much ignore everything that was happening. Do you ever get the feeling that you're part of too many Facebook groups? I've also had to try and put my phone away during the day so that I can just work during the day and not get distracted by like talking to people during the day. Come on. Ooh, come on, you silly sausage. There we go. Stacey says, yes, 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 she's so talented and you did meet her. Yay! Did she do a photo? I want to see what she looks like now. Lorraine says, I have a basket of ribbon. Mine was a wall, yours is the basket. There's so many. So many. Good though. Ribbon all the things. She's got a video about Creativation and she talks about you in it. Oh, I can't wait to see it. It's exciting. So I'm using my little pokey tool from Spellbinders. Oops. Honey, honey. I missed the very beginning of the stream, says Iris. Oh wait, Iris and Craft? Or Irish and Craft? Or Iris H and Craft? Oh, this is where things get complicated. My brain has always thought it was Irish and Craft. Are you going to tell me now that it's actually not? It's Irish. Which would be funny. Let's stick these down on top of one another. I'm really in love with these pens now. The Sticks 2 pen, glue pen. For all my gluing needs, I used to, glue pen needs, should I say, many years ago had the, I want to say the Quick Sticks? Pixie Sticks? Quickie glue pen. There we go. Nothing what I just said. I used to use the Quickie glue pen, and it's really fine. I quite liked it. And then I moved on to the Zig 2-way glue pen, and this one seems to be very similar in behavior. Like when it comes out, it is that blue kind of color, and it kind of smells the same. It's not an overly pleasant smell, I must admit. It's kind of, I don't know, fishy or something weird. Shouldn't really sniff it, I suppose. And but it works in the same way. If you let it dry, it'll become repositionable. But if you use it when it's wet, then it is permanent. Heh. Honey. Oops. I missed the beginning of the stream. How did you create the yellow drippy thing? So let me do a recap, because I actually didn't make this on the stream. I made it on the stream last year, and it was a card made using this bear actually, and it was an on the edge shaker card. So I don't know if you guys can see. Can you see the hexagonal print on there, like a embossed texture? That was made using a Honeybee Stamps stipple plate. It's a hexagonal stipple plate, and it gives that beautiful texture. And then what I did was I used my Kuretake Gansai Tambi watercolors, and I got my paint really, I put some water in it, I got it really pigmented, and then I ran my brush like perpendicular like this. Oh, let me do it over here. So I ran my brush like this, so it was squeezing the ink off the paintbrush and in a big puddle down my card, and I let it drip, and I encouraged it with a few little taps, and then once it had dripped in the way that I kind of liked it, I left it to dry, and then once it was dry I went over the top with some glossy accents. So that is how that was made. But I found it in my travels today, and I thought that it would go really well with my honey die cut. So that's what I wanted to do. I love this little thing. I showed it to Piper, and then she just kept messing around with it. Testing my patience. So I also have a die here that says hey, and I was going to maybe do hey honey, but I'm not sure how well, like this might crack a lot if I go over the glossy accents, so it could be a bit risky. If I was going to do like an inlay technique there, I might just cut this in white and see what happens. And play around with it that way. Iris handcraft. No, you see, not Irish and craft, which is totally what my brain read that as. But I am Irish, so I imagine my brain goes there and other people's brains probably wouldn't. But I am very excited that you're playing along with me and crafting. Hey. Hey, honey. I think I might do hello, honey. I like one. There is a plain and simple hello stamp in the Honey Bunny Boo stamp set. Here we go. Oh no, it's not. Oh, it is hello. There we go. Thought for a moment I was lying to you guys. Pauline says it looks light blue on my end. Oh, that's good. I guess it looks more blue against the white here. Cinder's here. Hey, Cinder. Hey, girl. I think Cinder is our biggest customer. We get excited when we get an order from Cinder. Hello, honey. I'm hoping this is going to stamp okay on the texture background. Only one way to find out, huh? We'll use the old Misty. By the way, I love my my blue tape that I put on last week. Very excited about it. What are you? Oh, it's the batteries. Stacey says, since his school has special needs, this is her son's school has special needs. His parents got to see out kind of the window of the door and the kids dancing, but we as adults go into a room with the counsellors and the teachers and we discuss the kids. We discuss our children's needs, their growth, their weakness, and what we need to do work on it. So it's family fun night, and they had a Valentine's disco and a disco dance and a booth with props and dinner, so it's great fun. Oh, that's amazing. That sounds like awesome fun. So let's get this sorted. So we've got Hello Honey going on over here, and we could maybe put him there. Can this fit in there? Oops. I don't want to lose the effect of the honey on it. Let me see. I guess I could just put it next to him. This is the wrong blue for this. This needs to be a bit greenier. A little bit of BG10, I think, is a bit more close to what I need. Or maybe G00. I think I'll put him on the outside and then I'll put the other one on the inside. I think that would be fun. Top folding or side folding? I think I'll go for side folding. Ooh, this is a bit smaller than the actual card. That's cool, that's cool. We shall work with that. Let's stick this down. Actually, this is a really heavy shape. So I'm actually going to go for some multi-matte medium this time. Cards and Crafts here. Hey, Di. Oh, I think I need to fill up this bad boy. He's getting a bit tight to squeeze. So guys, I wanted to mention to you that we have the Heffy Doodle blog hop happening tomorrow. And there's lots of people getting involved. And not only the amazing design team, I've been seeing some of their projects pop up and I'm really, really excited about it. But we also have some other special guest contributors and I know you're going to want to see them. So I hope that you will come on over to the blog tomorrow, the Heffy Doodle blog. It starts at 9 AM UK time. So whatever that is with you, you gotta figure that out. Oh no, I didn't leave enough room for him. Guess I'm just gonna have to stick him down. Squeeze him in. I guess we'll stick him on the floor. I was going to put him level with that, but this will have to do. And I'm going to raise this guy up and I'm going to cut it out using some foam. Foam. Ooh, this might work. Little remnant. So please come and visit us and join the blog hop. 9 o'clock. There we go, that'll do the trick. 9 AM. So less than 12 hours away. Oodles and oodles of Heffy Doodle inspiration. And a chance to win a voucher to the Heffy Doodle store. That would make a great slider card with the bear sliding along the honey. How fun does that sound? The bear sliding along the honey. Surely he would stick to it, not slide along it. I'm just being pedantic. Pop. Oops. Okay. Will it start on the Heffy Doodle blog then? Asks Lorraine. Yes, it will. It'll start over there and you can hop along to your little heart's content. Yay. Okay, I'm going to put some tape on the back. Some foam tape. I'm trying to use up this one because I don't like it as much as my the one with the orange backer on it. So I'm very generous with it because I'm trying to use it up. 9 a.m. UK time. I think so. Is that not right, Maria? Need to check on Crystal's blog hop document. She's been organising it. That was a cute little tape runner. Yeah. I got that on eBay, I think. Actually, I thought it was bigger, I will say. You know, they show you a picture and it's like on a white background and you think, oh yeah, that looks big. And then even the word petite didn't sound my alarm bells, which it probably should have, given the fact that I'm a French student, graduate, whatever the word is. But it's very dinky, and you know what, it rolls really easy, so Piper can use it really easily as well. Maria says, just finished my blog my blog post for tomorrow. And Tally says 4 a.m. EST, 9 a.m. GMT. So don't worry if you guys are elsewhere in the world, because, sorry, I'm just moving out of frame a second so I can get my head over this to center it. The blog hop will be going for a little while, and there'll be no big panic. Like, it's not a race is what I'm trying to say. Ooh, I like it. I feel like I need some more blue sprinkles or something. Let me see what I've got. I have still not organized my sequins. One day. I think that's too shiny. I want something a bit more subtle. Let's have a look in here. Oh, this one or this one might work. Yeah, that's good because it's kind of it is kind of see-through, but then it's got that blue tint to it, so it's not very overpowering. Too blue. Yeah. I want this guy. There we go. Oh, I'm making the right mess. Did you guys also see the cards that I made after last week's session? Last week's color burst. Remember I made some pieces of cardstock using the color bursts? Well, I made this during the week. This was one of the offcuts with the pink and the purpley tones, and I used my alphabet dies to cut that out, and I mounted it onto some white cardstock that had been run through an embossing folder, and I mounted on some pink card. I layered this up with black because it kind of needed something to make it pop. So there's 2 layers of alphabets there, a black layer of cardstock and then the sort of painterly effect one. And then the You Are Simply is from a Gerda Steiner stamp set. And then this is a Lawn Fawn heart that I cut out using that same cardstock, and then I covered it with glossy accents. I think it gives quite a little punch. They're sweet, isn't it? And I have another one that I made, which I will show you in just a second. Let's get these guys stuck down. And I'm going to use my little tiny tool here. Have you seen these before? Seen them used before? This is a tool that is used for eyelash glue. Eyelash glue, I think. It's really good for picking up a little blobby of glue. Just a little tiny blob. And I'm using my Marvy Le Plume, Marvy Jewel Picker to pick up my sequins and put them back down again. Fabulous. There's a little stray one here. He's going to have to go on. Here. Now I normally wipe this with a baby wipe and then use it probably like 5 or 6 times, and then I throw it away. Well, I bought like 25 or something, and I still have loads left. So, oh, I found another diamond. Let's just stick him on. I'm just going to be lazy this time. Oops. There we go. Card number 1 done. Cute, huh? Maria's off to work, off to bed. Good night, darling. Let me move this over to the close-up cam so you guys can see that. Well, I think the close-up cam is a little too close, perhaps. Can't really see what's going on. Can't see the whole picture. Might be able to zoom it up without ruining things. Ah, it's out of focus now. Let me see if I can fix that. Bear with me a second. Where is it? If I break this, Craig's going to be so mad. Maybe I should not. Maybe I shouldn't. I just don't want it to break because it was so temperamental on her earlier. Card number 1. Boom. Love it. So, next card. If you guys got any requests? I had an idea for a card and I don't know how it's going to turn out, but sure, we'll give it a go. And I'm going to be using the Strips of Ease dies from Heffy Doodle. With some craft cardstock. This is the stitched Strips of Ease, I should mention. Bunnies! Everyone says bunnies. You guys are obsessed. But that's why I love you. Let me cut this down. The bunnies are super cute. Did you guys see the project that Olga made today? It was a series of tags using the bunnies. Oh my gosh, like I practically squealed when I saw it. It was freaking amazing. If you haven't seen it, you have permission to leave my stream. Go over to the Heffy Doodle blog and check it out. Di's asking what did I do for the honey drips. It was made during a different stream, Di, and it was watercolor, just watercolor paint, dripped on the side. And then once it was dry, I covered it in glossy accents. But I think it gives a really like tactile result, doesn't it? I think it's really quite mesmerizing. Something with the newest release, please, says Cinder. I think Cinder's been making more cards than I have been with the new release. Okay, so I'm using my stitched Strips of Ease. When I made these, Craig was like, will people really buy them? Like it's just a rectangle. I'm like, yeah, but it makes life so much easier. And they've been the most popular. We're sold out. I think it was Crafty Sue's. I think you got the last one. We're waiting on a new delivery. Cindy says, wow, Olga's tags are so cute. I know, right? Oh, they're adorable. All her projects are just absolutely breathtaking. And her photography as well is amazing. I feel very blessed to have her on the team. But then again, I do have an awesome team. Okay, so I'm going to cut out a couple more of these. And I have an idea. I'm not sure if it's going to work out. That's just the way I roll. Why do you not want to go in? There we go. You know what? This machine would work better if I didn't have a mat that moves. I just stick my mat down or something. Or maybe I should get one of those, like, you know, you can get, is it tape or something? That is like silicone, and stops things from moving around. Is it tape or is it like a mat? Like a sheet. Maybe that's what I need. If such a thing exists, I may have just made it up in my mind. Okay. Once I've done this, I will see if my brain, the concept in my brain is actually going to be achievable. The bunny tags are fantastic, says Donna. Hey Donna, what a talent. I know. She's brilliant. Oh, that one didn't. Do, do, do. Okay, oops. Put these back in here. I can hear my neighbours in next door. Her garage is next to my craft room because my craft room's a converted garage. And I think they just, her and her friends, like they have that as their little girly space where they just sit, have giggles and drink wine. And every so often I just hear them burst with laughter. It's quite fun. Hopefully you guys can't hear them. Okay, so my idea was I wanted to use a stamp that is actually a stamp that is not yet released. And it is called Mewniverse. So this will be released next, the next release, basically. But we were giving it away with pre-orders in the store. Excuse me guys, I'm really sorry about that. So some people may have had their little paws on it. Other people's have not been so lucky. But I liked the idea of the basket. And I wanted to see if I could do a bit of paper weaving. You guys remember paper weaving? So I'm not sure how this is going to work out, but we shall see. So I want my weavies to be like this, and then this used to go up and down. I remember doing weaving at school, and I mean primary school. And we just used like, I think it was a cereal box or something. I think I might have to stick some of these down or they're going to wibble wobble around the place. Ugh, okay, let's do that then. And we cut zigzags. I think we used pinking shears. Do you remember pinking shears? They must be still a thing. Pinking shears, are they? I'm going to stagger these actually. Because I'm making it up. Okay, so I want some there, there, and there. So I need to go under, over, like this, but I need to smoosh all of these together. I'm beginning to think that maybe this was a project that I should have done when I didn't have people waiting live. Okay, I've just cut my nails as well. I can't lift anything. Hope you're all going to stick with me through this. So here and here this time. Oh geez, I've no nails. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. Oh, this one was too close together. This is either going to turn out really rubbish or completely epic. 1, 2, oh no, not there. 1, 2, 3. I need the skinny one. These two are too close together, I can tell. Okay, can you guys see that so far? So far, not so bad. That's my story. I'm going to stick to it. Over the top, over the top. Under, over. Yeah, so we cut them with the pinking shears. Over. Am I right? I'm right. And brought the string up and down through all the little loopy, all the little zigzags on the end. I really enjoyed my weaving that we did. I'm pretty sure it was an after school activity or something. Probably one of my first realizations that I like handicrafty things. Okay, got some stickiness happening. We'll have to get the sand eraser out to that, the sticky stuff thingy. This one, the Xyron adhesive eraser. There we go. What do you think so far? We need another one down here, I reckon. And we'll see. Can't help but laugh because my neighbor is exploding with laughter. Okay. I think we're doing good. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then, oops, I'm going to cut out an aperture using, I think an oval or a circle. I'm not sure yet. Have I got pinking? I've got these guys. They might work. I'm just looking through my stash, looking for some ovals. And if that doesn't work, we'll go for some circles or something, I guess. I'm certain I have ovals in here somewhere. No doubt it'll be hiding on me or something. Here we go. I think that one's going to be a bit too big. But this one I think will get all my everything inside it. So let's do that one. These are the Spellbinders Petite Ovals Small. And I'll add a little bit of tape on top. And this time I'm going to use the big machine because it's a bit bigger. My project's a bit bigger. It's too fat to go through the little one. Ooh. It's kind of fun watching it all fall apart. That's a good idea, says Di. Cinda says, the most adorable cat stamp ever. Yeah, look at that. I think that's cute. Nice basket effect. And I have also got the Petite Scalloped Ovals Small in the scalloped effect. So I'm going to use, I think I'm just going to go for white because I can always color it in afterwards if I want. And I think that would fit through my small machine, but seeing as I have this big one just behind me, I shall just run it through my big shot. Lorraine says you can still buy pinking shears. Lorraine says I can hear the girlies. Oh, can you? I'm so sorry. Every so often you just hear like, bah, ha, ha, ha. Lizzie's here. Hey, Lizzie. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stick this down because I'm kind of scared that if I don't, it might fall apart on me. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And I'll use some double-sided sticky tape and then immediately regret cutting my fingernails. But I had to cut them all down because I broke most of them at Creativation. Not that I keep my nails very pretty or anything, but they were all just breaking. So I had this one random one. I made a video yesterday for an upcoming blog hop on Monday. There's so many blog hops, I'm going to tell you about them in a minute. And I made a video and then I edited the video and was like, oh, that nail is driving me nuts because it's so big compared to the rest of them. Be back in a minute. Just need to get my head over. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to stamp this basket. Oh, I did promise that I would show the other card that I made from the cardstock that I painted last week using Ken Oliver's Color Burst. So let me go grab that before we go any further. It's a bit more painterly. What do you think? So I did strokes of water across my cardstock and then I tapped on the Color Burst and let it dry, and I just think it's so vibrant, isn't it? Isn't it beautiful? Let me put you back over here and bring you back down again. Hopefully I'll get it to the bit where it focuses. Hold on. I have no idea where it was. I'm sorry, that's a Craig job. Anyway. But isn't it beautiful? Like just the vibrancy of it. And because I put some of that liquid platinum, then it has that beautiful shimmer on it. And this is a stamp set, one of the stamp sets I showed you last week, which was from, ooh, I want to say Reverse Confetti. I just bought myself a 48 pack of Arteza watercolor pens, says Lorraine. They arrived late tonight and I can't wait to use them. Sue says that she did too. Ooh, you guys are in sync. Lizzie, I made a card. Hello, honey. Right, anyway, I'm getting distracted. Let's get back on track. Back on track, people. And this will probably be sufficient for what I need. Better? Are we back? Are we back in action? I'm hoping maybe we are back in action. Hi. Hi, everybody. Perfect. Thanks for that. Thanks for letting me know. I would have still been talking to myself 10 minutes in otherwise. So I was saying that I'm not going to use the cat with this basket. I'm actually going to either use a bunny for the basket, or I might do Easter eggs in the basket. I didn't know if you guys had any thoughts on that one. Either way, let's get some of these boys stamped. I like the little trio of eggs, they're cute. So let me walk you through some upcoming blog hops that are happening. And if you like blog hops, and if you like the opportunity to win prizes, then you're going to want to stick around and know about all of these hippity hops. I think it's funny that we're talking about blog hops and there's rabbits everywhere. So tomorrow, Heffy Doodle blog hop. Okay, start on the Heffy Doodle blog. We've got some big names joining us. I'm really excited about it. And so that is tomorrow, which is the 10th. Then on Monday, I want to say Monday, I think it's Monday, there is a massive blog hop that has been organized by Justine Hovey. And it is the Save the Crafty YouTuber blog hop. So YouTube has changed its rules and regulations. So in order to monetize your video, put the adverts on it, you have to have a certain number of subscribers. I think it's 1,000. So I'm not affected. I am very lucky because I have more than that. I have lovely subscribers. However, it does mean people who say to me, oh, I really want to start making videos. Back in the day when I started, there was no monetization, I don't think, but it helps. It's not a lot of money, but even if after a year you have like $10, you're like, yay, I've got $10 that I could spend on a stamp set, right? And it's a lot of work editing videos and stuff. So we don't want to prevent new YouTubers from coming on board because of this regulation. So Justine Hovey has kindly put together a Save the Crafty YouTuber blog hop. And oh my gosh, it is massive. Massive. I think I'm going to use my Zig Clean Color Real brush markers, which I have only used once before and I wasn't very good at it, but I'm going to try it. Why not? And I think there's like 50 stops. Now the thing is, you do not have to visit them all. It's all about saving the YouTuber, so I'm pretty sure every stop has a video. So Lorraine, if you're laid up in bed, or anyone who is Pearly, you know, this is perfect because you can just binge watch all these projects and get masses of inspiration. Take a notebook and write down all the little inspiring things that you see. Yeah, so there's 50 stops, I think, and you just watch as much or as little as you want. And there is a prize for every stop. So the stop that's on my blog, Hungry Heffy Crafts, it is, oh, excuse me, it is a, you get some Heffy Doodle products, and also you get the opportunity to win a, I think it's 2 Catherine Pooler ink pads and a voucher for Simon Says Stamp. So guys, this is what I'm telling you, that this blog hop is going to be massive. I think there's over 120 prizes all in all. And you, like I say, you just do as much or as little as your little heart desires. I'm just going to check that this has got water in it. It does, albeit a very small amount. So isn't that exciting? Okay, let's see what we've got here. I don't know, do these have RB6? Oh no, here we go. Warm grey 2 is that one. And this one is what? Light grey? I think I mixed all mine up. Mid grey. Okay, we'll start with mid grey. This is not watercolor cardstock, it's the DCP cardstock. So I'm not very sure how well it's going to react. It might actually be a really bad option. But if you don't try, you don't know. Okay, I'm going to leave that to dry and then I'll go over his face. Mona says, amazing stamp set. Oh, thank you. Okay, let me see. I think part of the reason that I struggled with this the last time was I waited too long before I blended it. So it is like paint. So I need to remember to blend it out before it dries too much and not be too stingy with it, if you know what I mean. Anyway, back on track. Save the Crafty YouTuber is going to be a massive one, so check that out. And I want to say that it's either the 11th or the 12th, but you'll find out more over at Justine Hovey's blog, because she is running it. There's so many stumps. Anyway, and then we have got mid-month, I think. I don't know the exact date, but if you subscribe to my channel, you'll get all the videos as they come up anyway. A collaboration between Chibitronics on my favorite things, and that was the video that I was editing earlier today. So that's a common. And then towards the end of the month, we have another blog hop happening with Heffy Doodle, and it is a collaboration hop between Heffy Doodle and the My Sweet Petunia team, which is the Misty. I definitely need more work with these. I need more practice. I think they're doing all right. Mona says, that sounds perfect. I need to go because it is midnight. I wish you a relaxing card making good night. Oh, thank you. It's only 10:30 with us here. So far. Oh, wrong one. Quick, quick, quick. Oh dear. Poor bunny. Oh no, I'm not going to be able to use him now. I've just done a big nail in him. We'll see if we can use him. See if we can salvage him in a little bit. I used to have a little bunny when I was a kid. His name was Dooter. I know that's a weird name for a bunny, but I liked it. And he was stripy. Sindhu says Strathmore Bristol cardstock works really well. I've heard that. I need to get onto that. But my problem was that I had already started before I actually, I'd already stamped it before I realized that I was going to do this. Standard crazy Lesley maneuver. It just doesn't seem to move very well. It's almost like it forgets that it's a watercolor. Practice, practice, practice needed. Oh, there's something wobbling over here. It's driving me nuts. There we go. I'll add some more pink in here. Maybe some stripe-a-roonies. Pretty. And we'll go for some bright teal colors as well, which of course won't look teal to you guys. So my stupid camera. Oh, something happening next door now. Add some yellow spotties to this guy. And then maybe a green here. And I'm going to do this guy green as well. And maybe do a sort of teal covered band on him. Well, this is still a bit damp. We'll go back in with that other dark brown color. Might need to just darken him up a little bit. cardstock's getting a little bit saturated, but I think he looks all right. Tori says she's got the flu, so no cooking and cleaning, just YouTubing all day. Yeah, baby. Although in saying that, I've had such a week of being sick, and like everyone in the house being sick, that I actually just want to clean the house. Never thought I'd hear myself say that, but there we go. We'll do this guy because I don't want to leave him on his own. But we'll just give him a very light color, I think. Like a white bunny. Just a little bit of color. I think that's all right. Now let's stick all my dies down so I can cut all these little guys out. So if you're just starting out with YouTube, what happens now? It says die. So you can still get a YouTube channel, but you can't monetize it. So what that means is, you know, when you watch a YouTube video, there will be like an advertisement at the front, sometimes before you actually watch the video. Sometimes it will be halfway through the video, a little advert, like a little box will pop up like here. Sometimes the video will stop and we'll go and play an advert, like a 30-second advert or something. And YouTubers will have the option to put those adverts on it. And if you put the adverts on it, the idea is that you can earn money, essentially. You allow YouTube to advertise on your channel, and in return, the number of people that like click on it, etc., that will give you money. It's not big money, as you can probably guess. But if you've got a video that's gets thousands of views, then it's something. Maybe more like tens of thousands of views. And yeah, new YouTubers just starting out can still do that. So the other thing, some people get annoyed about the fact that there's adverts on videos. But the other thing you have to bear in mind as a viewer is that YouTube will actually favor videos that have advertising. So for example, if I make a rabbit shaker card and somebody else makes a rabbit shaker card and I monetize mine, but they don't monetize theirs, and then you go and you search for a rabbit shaker card, YouTube will pull up mine first because it has adverts on it. Does that make sense? So very often people are not actually putting the adverts on to make money. They're putting the adverts on because they want people to be able to find their project whenever they search for it, you know? Can you see this little guy? Can you see that it cuts out around his hand, his paw, should I say? So you can tuck like the little carrot and stuff in there, which is really cute. Boing. 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 Boing, boing, boing. So many bunnies. I was so excited to show you guys all the bunnies because every time I was doing the video and we had like Bunny Dobby and loads of other people, big bunny fans. So I simply had to do bunnies. I just simply had to. I see how it works now, says Di. There you go. Oh, Tori says, I just subbed you. Thanks. Thank you very much. And also if you subscribe, it means that if I decide to do other live sessions, then you will be notified, essentially. So let's see. We're going to build a little C, I think. Oh, I shouldn't have done him brown because now he blends in too much to the baskets. Oh, silly me. But he does look cute though. Maybe put the put all the eggs in the basket. Don't put your eggs all in one basket, they say. And then Lesley goes and puts all her eggs in one basket. Let's see what we've got going on here. I reckon we can make that work. Don't you? Maybe the little one, the big one and the little ones. And then just put like one of these guys sitting down here somewhere or something. Ooh, pretty. So I want a background with a little bit of texture, I reckon. I'm going to go for the scalloped, not circle, rectangle. And I think the all prettied up one. No, let's go for this more fun one, I think. No, let's go for the all prettied up one. Sorry, I'm changing my mind. That's a mama elephant one, all prettied up. This one. And I want to pull in some of the colors from the background here, or from here. So I might go for this light green actually, or maybe the yellow. I'm not a big yellow fan normally. This coral is quite cute. If I could get a corally color that wasn't too intense. Let's see if this will work. I'm also not a big coral fan actually. Bunny Dobby will be sad she missed it. She will. I've not seen Bunny in a while. Seen, you know, on the internet. I'd love to see her. Have to go to Canada for that though. Pretty. Okay, I'm going to add some Swiss Dots embossing to this. Swiss Dots, best embossing folder ever. If I can find it, that is. Oh, gosh. There it is. There we go. And I'm just going to pop this here a second so that I can open up my Sizzix plate for this. So this needs to be sandwiched between two B plates and then run through on the big shot with the first flap open. Pretty, huh? Let's get a side folding note card this time. The girls are at it again next door. And this is going to go here like this. And then build up our little scene on the front. I think the color works okay. Oh, you guys, it's really dull for you guys, but it's not that dull in real life. Quite vibrant. Before I stick this down, I'm going to just run my glue pen along each of these end flaps because I like the dimension, but I don't want them like catching. The other thing I like about this pen is that it has this pump action, so you push in, it creates a vacuum, and then you pull out. It's like going and sucking on it, so it creates the flow a lot easier. Kind of kick-starts it. I think we're good now. They are extra loud this Friday. Is it a party? I guess it must be. It's just two of them though. I think they just like, they go in there with a little bottle of wine and relax. And so they should. Friday night. I just choose this instead. Cinder's going to bed now. Night night, darling. Yeah, there's just two of them. It's quite loud. I think there's just two. There will be no more than three anyway. I am in a converted garage, so the walls are really thin. It's not like proper insulated walls. She can probably hear me talking to you and thinking there's only one person in there and she's still so loud. Okay, we're doing good. Where is my foam padaroonies? Okay, so let's get this laid out. So this wants to go in there. like that. And then we want these 3 in there as well, in the front. Like that. Is that what we want? Looks like a little bundle of eggs. Maybe this one should poke up a bit more. Lots of eggs in my basket. I wanted this guy to be kind of coming out from behind. Where's my, here we go. He can be stuck down with a couple of glue dots. He's like, oh, look at those lovely eggs. And this guy and this guy and this guy, I think are all going to be on some pop dots of some description. Perfect size. So tell me, who has plans for Valentine's Day? Do you guys have any traditions that normally happen around this time of the year? We have a Valentine's tradition. I may have already told you about it. I'm not sure. To do with Kinder eggs. Have I told you guys? You'll have to remind me. Come on. There we go. I quite like the fact that the eggs are really bright, but then the bunnies are, I was going to say boring. No, they're not boring. They're like neutral colours. There we go, neutral colours. Don't want to be rude to my little bunny guy here. We're going to put this guy. I don't want to cover up his cute little paws. Maybe like there, but I'll need to turn this around slightly. There we go. So I hope you can still actually see the fact that it's got a textured background. I'm wondering if I've now overworked it and covered it all up, so it was kind of pointless doing that. But I still think it's cute. And I'm going to do a sentiment on the inside. I very rarely do these days. Ooh, happy Easter to you and your family. You're extra special to me. Oh, I like that too. I'm saying this like I'm surprised that the sentiment is there when I actually designed them. Such a silly sausage. I forget. You have to realize that these were made and designed a long time ago. Before Christmas. Oh, come on. Look like cling power. Doesn't want to come off there, lazy old thing. There we go. Oh, come on. Looks fantastic, looks cute. Thank you, guys. Okay, let's put one of the sentiments down here. You're extra special to me. I think I'll go for that one. And I'm going to use my Misty Creative Corners that I begged and begged Santa to bring me, and then I haven't really even used them very much, which is very naughty. I think maybe this is better in the big one. I think I'll get a fresh piece. Here we go. You're extra special to me. Beautiful. And I'll just put this back before I cut this out, and I'll use the strips of ease, not the stitched strips of ease, but the strips of ease for this one. And it will make it super simple to cut out the sentiment. And I can line it up perfectly because I can see through here. Now when you use the strips of ease, sometimes when you run it through the machine, You get a little indentation where the edge of the blade was, but that's okay. You just take the edge of a bone folder and flatten it out, and you won't be able to see them at all. I like the blue measurements on your Misty, says Donna. Thank you. It's a sticker that you can buy. So last week on the Come Craft With Me, I took the pink sticker off my Misty because I left it near the window. So it had got all like faded in the sunlight. Oh, I like that a lot. Let's get some foam for that. And I can even use this to cut out my foam. Oh, actually, I don't need to because I have a little remnant here, which will pretty much be perfect. I was a little bit short, so instead of having the gap at the end, I'll have the gap in the middle where there's a bit more, well, it's less likelihood that it's going to bend that way. A bit more forgiving this way. And I'll use my craft mat here to help me eyeball this. Oh, extra special to me. Let's see if we can get close-up cam on the go. Oh, although I broke it the last time, didn't I? You might be able to see different colors though. Let me give it a go anyway. There we go. That looks kind of almost, in focus. There we go, 2 cards down. Do we have time for another one? I think so. So we've done bunnies, we've done a bear with a honey. Ooh, I wanted to use the hay dye and do an all over. Like a background. So I think I'm going to do that next actually. I'm going to use the hay dye to create a background, but I'm going to use some thick cardstock for this because I want it to look really, I want it to be easy to inlay. So I shall use some watercolor paper smooth. 140 pounds is what we've got going on over here. And I will cut out a stitched rectangle. Put that back. and run that through the machine. Lovely weaving. Thank you, my dear. Ooh. So I'm going to be running this through my machine. I'm actually going to, because I'm going to be doing quite a lot of this, I'm going to bring over the platinum machine and do it under the camera. At least that's the thought anyway. I think he's so cute. I might still use him on something. Come here, hey. Let me grab my plates for this guy. So the first one I'm going to put right in the middle. And then the rest I'm going to put around about. Oh, good. So I was hoping that it would actually stay in there. But I also thought that might be wishful thinking. Die's off to the craft shop. Lucky you. What are you going to buy? Hey. I think this is my favorite die from the new release. Favorite word die. Although, whenever we were at Creativation, Cassie said to me, Lesley, you have to make a Hiya die, because apparently, I'm totally unaware of this, everywhere I went to, it was like, Hiya, Hiya. And yeah, so she was saying that that's like a little Lesley trademark. So I need a Hiya die. Ooh, this one. This one came out. That's fine if you want to come out. You may. We shall keep you safe. Got another notification on my phone. I think somebody's tagged me in something. Part of the fun of this technique is trying not to lose all the bits. And by fun, I mean torture. What are you guys making then these days? Are you crafting? Are you purchasing? I think if we're feeling up to it this weekend, we are going to have a clear out. Apparently, starting a stamp company means that you end up using your whole house for storage, etc. But we are in dire need of a trip to the old charity shop, a trip to the recycling center with boxes. So many boxes, 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 boxes. It's so many boxes, Piper totally tripped over a whole lot of them. So I never did get to tell you guys my thoughts on the, oh, what happened there? Oh, that must have belonged to a different die cut. Put you up there. Pop, there we go. My thoughts on the Platinum 6. Which is the machine that I'm using just now. So far I'm really enjoying it. I can't tell whether it's because it's new and the plates are new, and because that is, when the plates are new, everything seems like a bit better, you know what I mean? It has a smooth, what's the word, like crank, I guess, for want of a better word. I like the crank on it. It does stick a little. It's just the pressure, you know, as you're putting it through, and where it hits the die, as it were. Then, as you would expect, there is resistance. And I think maybe it's because I put my hand here, you can't see. You can't really see, so just, can you see there, there's a corner? Well, I put my hand here because it's the comfortable place to put it, but it's resting on that corner, so it's a bit sore. So I try to put it more in the middle. There is a handle, but it's more of a carry handle rather than a using handle, in my opinion. Like to use, to hold while you're using it. I love the way it folds up. Did I mention that already? I love the way it's got a carry handle. Two big plus points in my opinion. And it also comes with a lot of stuff like the way the handle folds in, like that's really neat. I like that. Let's fold this up. It gets resistance there, and then I close it. I think it's gonna go schmoop. Yep, it did. Sorry. I'm sure that will loosen. It'll loosen with age, just like the rest of us. So far, Platinum 6, yep, enjoying that. It's a good little tool. I like, it reminds me of my beloved Cuttlebug back in the day, where you had the fold up sides, so there's like a smaller footprint. You can fold it down whenever you're using it and then fold it away whenever you're not. So that's definitely a plus point as well. Oh yeah, I was saying that it comes with lots of bits, so you get like the embossing mat and stuff with it. So I'm being very liberal with my adhesive because I want to catch as many of these hays as possible. This card is all about texture. Are the right way around? I am. Right. And you get to play the game of jigsaw. Oh, I can't pick it up. There we go. Slot you in there. And any little bit that looks like it doesn't have enough glue, I'll top up with a splodge. That one goes there, I think, actually. Does it? Nope. Let's go here. I'll top that up with a splodge of glue. Ooh. Do you go there or there? No, you must go over here because you've got no stitching down the side. There we go. Hi Claudette, how are you? We're having some fun building jigsaws at the moment. I'm really enjoying this actually. Hey. Let's stick you in there. And see what we are missing. This bit must be this guy. There we go. I think, oops, this little guy. Is he there? I'm not sure. I'm missing a hay. Am I missing a hay? Is it in here? Yeah. So I need to figure out what I'm going to put on top. I might put a love heart so that it kind of says like, hey love, or hey. Can make it into a Valentine card maybe. think this goes here. Like this. And I think his tail got smooshed. But that's okay, we'll just do another hay and then we can, oh, what's this? Where's that from? Oh, gee shucks. Oh, there's one there. This is the hardest bit of this. Sticking it all back together again. Got some centers of ease. Are missing as well. Right, we're doing good. Need a bit of Y here. I think this belongs up here. There's a tiny bit on this Y that I don't think I'm even going to bother about, to be honest. And then I need to do these two bits and this. So I'll just cut out another piece. Another hay. Make sure I use the same cardstock. Probably get rid of that actually, at least for now. And I pop you back in so it's got the stitching on it. There we go. And bit there, and a tiny bit there. Okay. Tori says, so many new tools to me. I used to have a channel 6 years ago, just cleaned my craft room and getting back into it. We've all been there. I cleaned my craft room. I'm still cleaning my craft room. The cleaning of my craft room is not a quick job, I'm afraid. It is more of a way of life, I think. Okay, can you see all the dimension in that? The texture, kind of, not dimension. Just lots of... It's kind of hard to see a white on white, but I think the video is picking it up okay just now, which is nice. And I just found this, which is, ooh, it's much duller in... on the screen, on the video, than it is in real life. This is something that Denise made when she was here, but I thought maybe I could turn it into a love heart and put like the love heart on it, have some texture that way. Let's see what we've got. Have we got any love hearts in here? My little stash of Rooney. I have some Xcut love hearts. put a love heart hanging off the side maybe, or we could do a love heart like this. Hey. Let me swap this over so you can see it. It's a bit better colour whenever it's underneath this really close-up camera. Can you see? Quite cool, huh? I kind of like that. Lots of texture. I think I'm going to cut that out. And see where it takes me. So she used, I actually think it was Distress Oxides and then clear embossing paste. I'm pretty sure it was Distress Oxides. It's kind of cool. I think I'm going to add it on some foam, make it nice and thick. I've got some nice thick foam here. So she used some clear embossing paste through a stencil, and that's the shiny bits is the embossing paste. It looks really dull and like brown or something in the video, which is a bit rubbish. Oops. We're going to add some string to create some texture behind my project. And this is some crochet Aida. Pick up that adhesive that was bugging me. And this is going to go, oh, should I go here or here? Oh, I can't decide. I think I'm going to go there, you know. Going to put down a little bit of sticky tape so that I can position my string randomly. Some loopy loops. I think I need another couple bigger loops. There's a lot of loops in the middle that are getting lost. Let me rework this bad boy. I think I need some more down this side. Another little bit of tape, I think. Oh, Lorraine says bottom. Sorry, I wasn't listening. Watching you, hey? Around this time on a Friday night, my functions are slowing down a little bit. Not as verbal. And I'm not as on the ball. There we go. So I feel like I want it to say something like, hey love, or hey, I don't know. Maybe I can use my very big heart stamp set on it. Where are you, very big heart? That's actually a pretty good fit. Or I could have this guy holding something maybe. Yeah, let's stamp some of these out. See what we can get. Hi, Fiona. We're getting into the final furlong, Fiona. We're on card number 3. And I'm starting to fade. I'm actually going to use the watercolor cardstock that I've used for this because it's a different tone, can you see? So I'm going to use the same one. And I don't know whether I'm going to use this guy or I'm going to use this guy. And if I do use that guy, he has to hold something. So I think maybe the card, maybe the bouquet. If in doubt, do both. Fiona says, I'll have to watch this from the start later. Do you want me to show you the cards I've made already? Or would you like it to be a surprise? It's kind of been a Heffy Doodle kind of day. The thing is with Heffy Doodle is that I have to make all my stuff in secret. And then whenever it's released, I'm desperate to play with it, like under the camera. Oh, they're moving next door. Doors are opening. I think I'm going to actually watercolor these guys, seeing as I've got watercolor cardstock. It would be silly not to take advantage of that, hey? Okay, let's go and grab some. Plan to do quite light watercoloring, so I am only going to be using pretty much paint that I'll have on my palette still. I'm not really going to get too hung up on using like brand new ones, but I do need more water in my reservoir. Not exactly the easiest way to fill that up, but it'll do in a pinch. Okay, let's color this little dude in. So I'll pick up some of the color from my palette and then wipe off the paint on my brush and blend it out on the inside so you get that nice ombre kind of look, I guess. And don't forget to do his ears. And if you have a little bit here on the cheek, and then add a bit of pink, it'll shine through. I've got some black up here for his nose, although it'll look more like grey when it's done. And I'll do his snout in a little bit because I want the either side to kind of dry out a little bit first of all. And I'll add a deep red. Into the heart to match the love heart on my card. And for just a little bit of shadow, I have a little bit of grey down into the side, a little in there as well. And I'm not sure which one of these guys I'm going to use yet, so I'll just do both of them. This guy is definitely a darker, sort of bluer brown instead of an orangier brown, but maybe I'll bring some orange into it. Blend that out. Don't forget his other paw. Come back in with a little drop of black just along the back for some shadows and a black bit for his nose again. And for his snout, it's a bit too much, maybe like an orangey, peachy color. think that will do. And the good thing about doing more images than you need is that you can actually then use them on the inside of the card if you want to, or on the envelope if that floats your boat. There we go. I don't know if I'm going to use this guy because it will cover up a lot of that lovely red heart. Which would be quite a shame. But we shall see. This guy has kind of bled around his face a little bit. I don't think my ink was dry before I started painting him. I'm going to blast these with a heat gun for a second. I'm going to put you on mute while I do that, just so that I can then run it through the die cutting machine. But I need to make sure my paint is dry first. So let me just heat that with a heat tool. Hi, Beverly. I'm gonna put you guys on mute for a minute. Okay. Let's cut these little dudes out. Grab my washi tape from earlier. I think there's a little bit of life still in it. Oh, this one doesn't want to separate. That's okay. You can just stay together. Any big plans for the weekend, guys? I finally got through all our laundry. But yeah, I think clearing out the study slash playroom slash junk room. We've all got one of them, I'm sure. Come on, little beastie. Right, let's do this thing. I get to see my mommy next week. I'm very excited about that. I haven't seen my family since, well, I think I saw my mom and dad last, I want to say February, but they came over here. The last time I went over to visit them was about 18 months ago. Shh, don't judge me. So that could go there, but I think it needs to be way more intense if I want to do that. Or I could just have this guy here with the card, which I kind of like. But he needs a bit more of a blushy nose, a blushy cheek. A little bit more shadow under his cheek as well. I mean his chin. Fade that out a little bit. And I actually might make his fur a bit darker around the edges anyway. This is a palette that I just squeezed some liquid, tubes of watercolor paint onto. And then you just reactivate it with a paintbrush. If you've seen those Daniel Smith samplers, have you seen those? This is pretty much what it is, guys. It's just a tube of paint that has been squished out onto a surface. Get a lot of mileage from your paint this way, especially in card making, because you're not really using an awful lot. This is a fun little thing because you can hold it like this. How fun is that? And then if you actually have paint brushes, you can pop them, like proper paint brushes, you can pop them in there and hold them. The things you find at the pound store, right? Okay, let's get you on my card, little man. Where is my... glue dots? I'll put a little glue dot on his hand as well, so that when I stick him down, I can stick this right on here. I'm going to put another one on the bottom section. Like this. You guys can be kept for later or inside. And I actually want to use one of the, what are they called? Watch Your Sands. what you saying, dies. I'm not sure if you guys have seen them yet. So this is the What You Saying stamp set. And there is a die set as well. So the great thing about the dies is I can die cut card just like this and not have to worry about like a background stamp or anything like that. And it comes out with a beautiful little stitchy border. Or I can use one of these to create like a red outline or something. But I think I'll just go for the plain one for now. Like this. And I think I might go for the I Love You from the Very Big Heart. Or I could just do like hello my friend, sending my love. Maybe sending my love is good because we have the little heart and we have the little card like you're sending something. That would work, right? That would work, I think. Where does your mum and dad live? My mum and dad live in Northern Ireland. The old home country. Okay. Sending my love. Perfect impression. Perfect fit. It's almost like whoever made these planned it that way. Just easy. Of course they did. Now I'm going to cut the same one with the stitching on it, not that one. This one. I'm going to cut that out of some red foam. Although my red foam is more like an orangey tomato red. But that will work. I actually really like that like kissy sound that those stickers make when you pull it off the table. It kind of feels like I'm getting a kiss from my craft supplies, which, let's face it, it's pretty awesome. I'm going to be very generous here because craft foam is a brute. I'm going to offset it slightly and then I'm going to put down lots of foam there to go here. this is not intense enough. So I actually recently got some Spectrum Noir Sparkle. I wonder if there's a red. Ooh, there's a red! I have not yet primed it, so let's get that on the go. Oh, hello. Oh, too red maybe. There we go. And I'm going to go for some Nuvo drops, which will mimic the shininess on the card. And this is the Strawberry Coulis color. Who makes that adorable little speech bubble set? This is Heffy Doodle. Heffy Doodle, what you saying? A lot of the products that I've been using tonight are Heffy Doodle, which, in case you don't know, full disclaimer, that is my stamp company. Heffy Doodle. Heffy-Doodle-E. As I look around for something with my branding on it. There we go. Heffy Doodle. Right guys, 1 minute past midnight and we have 3 cards. Let's see what we've got. We've got this one, Sending My Love. We have You're Extra Special to Me. And we have Hello, honey. There we go. 3 cards. All in one night. Yay! I think we did quite well, don't you? Beverly says, I didn't know they were yours. I know about Heffy Doodle. I participated in. Thank you. Off to shop. Oh, bless you. Yeah, Heffy Doodle is my brand because I'm Hungry Heffy Crafts. And yes, and we had a Kickstarter last year. And we have just announced, well, released, I should say, back in February, our 3rd release, and it was the biggest one. So actually the stamp is from Honey Bunny Boo. The bear and the pot is from Unbearable Without You. Honey is a honey Heffy cut. Honey Bunny Boo for the bunnies and the Easter egg and the ear extra special to me. This was cut using the strips of ease from Heffy Doodle. The weaving was cut using the stitched strips of ease from Heffy Doodle. Then this is the Hey die cut. This is Berry Big Heart. This is What You Saying. So lots going on. There you go. And Lorraine has made 2 cards, I guess cards, 2 projects at least, whilst we've been crafting. Yay! That makes me very happy. Right guys, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you so much for joining me and for crafting with me. I don't think I'm going to get to craft next week because I'll be in Ireland. Boo! But don't worry, after that, I'm probably not going to be going anywhere for like the rest of eternity. Don't forget to check out the blog hop tomorrow on Heffy Doodle blog. On Monday, start I think on Justine Hovey's blog for the Save the Crafty YouTuber blog hop. And then middle of the month, we've got Chibitronics and My Favorite Things blog hop, and then Heffy Doodle and Misty happening. So the good news is you might get to win lots of prizes. Thank you so much. I am going to go and get a big drink of water now because I'm feeling rather parched. Love you all. Bye.